took just one child to change the world and inspire a dream that will live on forever in a place full of hope where fragile young hearts can leave their worries behind. At Camp Good Days and special times. Through the years we've turned tears into laughter. We've seen beautiful young faces with strength beyond their years. Share their joy, share their pain, find some comfort with a friend, find some peace for just a moment in time. At Camp Good Days and special times.
Welcome to Good Days and Special Times, where we highlight the work of Camp Good Days and Special Times. I'm Rich Funke with Camp Good Days founder Gary Mervis. We have a lot to tell you about tonight, and we're glad that you were able to join us. The summer camping season starts very soon, and tonight we want to let you know about all of the programs that are being offered at Camp Good Days on Keuka Lake. We're delighted to welcome back Chrissy Woods to give us the entire rundown and have Gary here with us as well. And the children, I'm sure, have been looking forward to this since they got on the bus after last year's camping session was over to go back home. Gary, it's been a long time here, over 30 years now of camping, and it's just amazing to me to, first of all, just talk a little bit about how far you've come in 30 years from the Adirondacks down to Keuka Lake, and how it's all unfolded and how it's all expanded.
Well, it really is evolved over the years. I mean, it was started without any planning. It was really just my wanting to give Teddy, my daughter Teddy, a chance to be with other children who were dealing with cancer so that she could get back, one, some of that childhood that her cancer had robbed from her, and two, be able to do that with probably the only people in the world who could really understand what it was like to be her, other children that were dealing with cancer. The rest has just been logarithmic kind of growth, and here we are going into our 31st summer. We've had over 42,000 campers from 25 different countries and 22 different states have been a part of Camp Good Days and Special Times, and we're going to be adding to that this summer. We're also excited about the fact that, you know, when I started, I made those two promises to myself. One, that Camp Good Days would never be a bureaucracy, but would be an organization that was lean and made a difference in people's lives. And second was that no family would have to choose between paying the car payment on time or letting their child go to Camp Good Days. So I said all of the programs and services that we would provide would be provided free of charge. And because of so many generous individuals and the success of our special fundraising events, here we are 31 years later, and we're going to have a full summer. You're going to hear about that today, but also we're able to keep those two commitments.
And we've seen so many changes at camp over the years, too, with the new pavilion. It's not new anymore, but any other changes this year that are
we're refurbishing one of the girls' cabins. We've added on to the store. We're also pleased that part of the refurbishing we're doing actually was made possible from the Rich Funke Jr.'s golf tournament, and so we put that, and then when Reese DeBlaze passed away, we got some memorial donations, and we put the two together, and we're going to, try to actually change one of the girls' cabins and bring it up to date. It was one of the original structures, and over the years we've kind of just changed the wiring and the plumbing, but now we've made a major change in the new windows, flooring, siding, tore down a wall. It's going to be much nicer. In fact, Wendy said she might want to move her bed into that cabin.
Well, good. That's great to hear. That's great to hear. Well, there are lots of opportunities for children and adults and families affected by cancer and other life challenges to enjoy the beautiful camp facilities on Keuka Lake. They're going to have a lot of fun. They're going to spend time with each other. They're going to share their experiences and know exactly, what each other are going through at the time. So if you know somebody who could benefit from these programs, that's the thing. We want you to please jot down the information and pass it on. And remember that all Camp Good Days programs, as Gary said, are free. So you don't have to worry about whether or not a friend or colleague can afford to attend. But with the HIPAA laws now, we need to get the word out that our facility is available. These weeks are available for people. So, pick up the phone if you know somebody who's going through this and let them know about it.
Absolutely. You'll be doing them a favor because camp is not a depressing place. It's the celebration of life with children and adults who've learned how to appreciate it most. It's the way the real world should be. People are there because they want to be there. We're still very much volunteer driven. It's a place where you can go and you don't have to worry about locking your doors. You don't have to worry about people saying things or doing things that are going to hurt your feelings because maybe you've lost your hair or maybe you have a prosthesis. It's kind of a place where people are there because they care about wanting to give these kids an experience of a lifetime, and the children are there because they know how special living every day to the fullest is. And so, as I've said many times, as a volunteer, as a camper, or even as some of our summer staff, that range of emotions that you'll go through every day, you'll learn a lot about who you are as an individual, about yourself. You'll learn something new about yourself. You'll have a chance to bring your emotions to literally the point of tears. Sometimes they will be tears of joy, and sometimes they'll be tears of sadness, but you will live life to the fullest.
Well, cancer has touched all of us in one shape or a form or another, from friends and relatives or coworkers. So we're going to go through the programs now, and if there's something that you think may fit somebody that you know, please get on the phone and let them know about it. Now, the summer session begins with mandatory volunteer training on June 12th. If you want to volunteer at camp this summer, you're going to have to attend this session at camp. And let's turn to Chrissy now, and how can people sign up to volunteer and participate in training?
Well, first they can go to our website, which is www.campgooddays.org, and you can pull up the volunteer application right on there and pick from the different programs that we offer throughout the summer to come and volunteer for. And the training on June 12th is for all new volunteers, and CITs, which are counselors in training, which is any counselor or volunteer that's under the age of 18.
What sorts of things, Chrissy, do they need to know about when they go to this training session? What do they learn about?
We go through all the policies and procedures. We take them on a tour and get them familiar with the facility and just try to give them as much information as possible about our programs, our services, and what they'll be doing. So they're going in with all the information they need when they come down for their program during the summer. And
at this point, are you looking for volunteers to work an entire week or what?
Yeah, we ask the volunteers to sign up for an entire program. This helps us with continuity through the week for our purposes and for the kids that are going to be there, to have the same counselors there day in and day out that they can relate to and form a bond with.
Okay. So this is the mandatory session for volunteers who are going to spend an entire week or sign up for one of the sessions that we're going to tell you about in a moment. There are other volunteer opportunities, of course, at Camp Good Days and special times that are not week-long sort of events. But right now, what we're focusing on is the volunteer training on June 12th for a week session.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's start by telling everybody about the Camp Good Days facility on Keuka Lake and all the activities that you offer the campers there. Let's go through the schedule as well, and we'll let everybody know which sort of program might fit these specific people. But all of the things available, let's just talk about what's down there. I mean, everything from playing basketball to fishing to boating.
Yeah, we have 800 feet of water frontage right on Keuka Lake. It's all level water frontage, so we have all kinds of aquatics activities. We have huts for woodworking, for nature, for music, for computers. We have, obviously, sports and games. We have 18 holes of miniature golf. We have a go-kart track. We have a Project Adventure ropes course. We also have arts and crafts. We have woodworking, and then we also have an in-ground swimming pool. So just about anything you can imagine that you would do